I want to take you through a relatively new feature, especially if you are maybe not so savvy at building websites, and maybe you're a more technical mind, and you're working on a more creative approach to building websites. What I want to do is then take you through my software and show you how you can get one up and running in a couple of clicks using pre-built elements, right? Pre-built sections. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at my software right here that I use to accomplish this. This is my demo version, so it is not live, it's not production. So I can take care of this for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to sites, and this will work for funnels, websites, etc. Because they're separated right here. But we're going to look at a fun. We're going to look at a funnel, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm come here to sites, come here to funnels, and do new funnel. And I'll say awesome demo funnel. Just okay. Create. There are templates, like you can get complete templates of entire funnels built for you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through building, like putting together some of these pre-built sections. All right, because I build quite a few quite a few funnels and a website with these sections, and I think it's very useful because I don't know about you, but I'm the type that is more of like a logical, more technical, a little bit more back end. And creating websites was something I had kind of struggled with because up here it's like I'm trying to creativity. I wouldn't say I'm not creative, but I would say when it comes to stuff like this, I like having things that make the process easier for people to adapt, right? If that makes any sense. So what I'm going to do is I got my funnel right here. I'm going to do new step. I'm going to say home and I'm just going to say home. Okay, I'm going to create a funnel step. This is just for demo purposes, so I'm not really too worried about what it's called. And then I'm just going to come right here and create from blank. So I got a blank and clean slate, right? Clean slate. And as you can see on the left here, normally what you would do is you would add a section, add a row, add an element, or add a global section if you want it to be across all your pages in your funnel. But what I'm going to do is I'm coming down here to pre-built sections. All right. And there are quite a few. Let me move me out of the way over here. I'm going to move me over to the right. As you can see, there's welcome sections. These are pre-built sections that are already done for you. And so if you just wanted like a text, like a main headline text and a button, we have that right here. We have it in dark and light. And we have one. This is great for, think of like a webinar page or a VSL page. It is already set right there in stone. You can do that if you want to do a picture, or if you want to do maybe a headline on the left, a video on the right, or you want to flip flop it. And there's some other ones right here here's one right here with a nice beach picture. You can drag that in. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a basic one, right? I'm going to come up here at the top. I'm going to take this dark one right here because I do like the darker colors. I built websites in the lighter colors because it's sometimes easier to see. But what we'll do for this demo, we're just going to drag the welcome section over here. And as you can see, I'm going to close that out. See, look at that. Boom, done. it is done. That section has been built. You can make this smaller. This is just one section, right? This is the welcome section. So if you do have a page that's just a welcome page, you can do that. And of course, it gives you some Latin text, a filler text you can change, and then you got a button right here. You can leave this or remove it. That part is entirely up to you. But let me go ahead and add another section. Okay, I'm going to kind of pre-build section, and let's see. I'm going to do, because we got the team, we got testimonials, we got a footer, which we obviously put at the bottom. We got an FAQ section. We have a plan section. So if you're selling a product that has multiple plans, you can choose this section to build into it. If you have one product, we have a name and then just one, then you can do image, you can do stack it on top of it, you can do it side by side. We have partners. So if you have some partners that you work with, companies that you partnered up with, you have that option to add that here. A list, just things like features and benefits, right? That's where I put a list right here. You can do it in like a 3x2 where you have 6 or 4. You can do 3 right there. There's one if you have like a 3-step process, for example. If you have these 3 things, 1, 2, 3. There is a list, like, for example, does this sound familiar? You have this problem, this problem, this problem, this problem. Okay, we can help. Boom. And then you come down. And so let's see. There's our for who section. Who is this perfect for? there's a dark section right here and a light section. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to drag this down to the bottom, and let me close that out. As you can see, it dropped it right then and there, and you can update this. You can take out, modify. If you don't work with agencies or you don't work with creators, we can actually take that section out. And as you can see, it turned it into a 2-column, right? Instead of a 3-column, it turned that into a 2. And let's say you don't work with influencers. Okay, we're gonna take that out, and maybe this is your audience. Okay, for example, you see how easy that was? Boom. It's like I'm working with business owners, I'm working with trainers, affiliates, SaaSpreneurs. I'm working with those people. So maybe maybe you have a different, maybe instead of trainers, you work with some other type of business, right? So, somebody else. You can easily highlight that section. You can type in new name, change the colors, change the font size. Entirely up to you. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna say, let's see. I'm gonna add a team. All right. You can meet your team. Here's one right here. It's a team. What we can do is we can pick one. I really doesn't line up as far as colors go, but that's okay. Just for a demo, we'll pick one. We'll just pick this one right here, and we'll throw this down here at the bottom. And as you can see, I put it down right there. I'm actually going to make that smaller because I don't like the size of that. It's too much. I want professionals on one line. See what I mean? You can do all kinds of edits to this without really, you have stock in play. Meet the team of professionals. Okay. See, I like that much better because it's not so bunched together, right? So what I'm gonna do, we have this. You can edit this text right here. You can change the names. These are just placeholder, obviously just placeholders. You can change out pictures, or you can take out individual sections because these are just elements, right? These are headlines and images. That's all they are within this one 4-column row. All right, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You have a 4-column row. You can take these out. You can modify this as you see fit. If you don't want to include socials, you don't have to. But what we're going to do is then come down here to, I'm going to add a plan selection. Okay, I'm going to come down here. Actually, before that, I'm going to say, I'm going to take this one, struggling with this outcome right here, and I'm going to put it right there. Okay, I want to put this. I want to put who this perfect for, struggling with this outcome. So I wanted to move that. And you could take these sections and move them around if you don't like the layout, or if you want something different, you can have a different layout right there. That is totally fine. What I'm going to do professionals. Let's see. I'm going to add a call to action right here. I'm just going to add a 14-day free trial, and I'm going to add a footer. I'm going to do this footer right here. I'm going to add this at the very bottom. Add that at the very bottom. Okay. So right here, we have just a section right here for a 14-day free trial. So if you have a product that has a 14-day free trial and you wanted to do use this like a generic screenshot, if you wanted to include your own, then you can do that. And then boom, instant access. And then we have, it included that. So this section included this 3-column row as the footer. And all you gotta do is replace your logo. So you can put in a different logo here. So for example, if I wanted to put my logo, I would come on, if I had a logo, I'm gonna say, let's see, digital marketing. Let's say digital marketing. I'm gonna come over here to Unsplash, and then I'm going to just pick a generic logo. I'm gonna pick one. Okay, I like this one. Okay, and see, just that easy, right? Let's just say that was your logo and you wanted to use that, it brought that logo in, and then you could copy that, duplicate that sort of thing. You can use that in your website if that was your logo, right? Otherwise, you're gonna have a logo design, things like that. Company, you can take all these sections out. You do not have to have all these sections right here. You could, in fact, if I wanted to take out just this section right here, let's say I just wanted that, and maybe I didn't want a warranty, maybe I wanted to leave that or take that out. You do have an undo function right here. So if you're like, oh man, maybe I need to put the warranty back in, boom. It's just right there, okay? And let's say I don't need to worry about supported hardware, and I just have contact us, maybe support, fill out your social icons. That's an element right there. So all you would do is come and edit. Maybe you don't want Instagram, you can delete that. Maybe you just want Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, or maybe you wanted to add a social. There's X on here, there's Google Plus, there's WhatsApp, maybe Pinterest. So let's see, let me do maybe WhatsApp, okay? And you have to put in a URL right here. I'm gonna say new window, and then you'd have to fill out your WhatsApp URL right here. But I'm gonna do X, and I'd have to put in If I wanted to, I would have to put in my put in my address to my X account if I were to have one. So let's just say that that's it right there. That's totally fine. And I can center align this. If I wanted to, I could right align it. I'll just leave it left aligned for now. Maybe I want that over here. Maybe I want to drag that over. That's what my point is that you can literally build a structured website and still customize it, right? You can still give it some personality, even if you're not creative. Maybe you're just one of those that needs to see the pieces put together on the site. Okay, so we basically have a full funnel, a full funnel or a full website right here. You can do the same thing for a website. You can do a blank one that's, maybe the template wasn't good enough for you, but I think these pre-built sections at least give you a chance to get up and running, and then you can tweak it and play with it later. It's some very common elements. So let's see if there's any more that we can add. Guarantees and awards. There's another one right here. So maybe I want to put this after the trial. Maybe I want, if you do have a guarantee, right? I'm not saying you have to do this. If you do not offer this, don't put this on there. I'm just doing this as a demo so that way you can see what it looks like. All right, so I'm going to put this one right here. And then I'm just going to, see. So if you have a 30, for example, if you do have this, all right, if you do, if not, that's okay. And then I can even take this and I can take this section and move it down. Put it down there. If I want to move it up, I can move it up. If I don't want this, maybe I don't want this section here. Maybe I don't want that. Maybe I hide that. Okay, I can either hide it or just flat out delete it. I'm gonna come over here to advanced. And maybe I say I don't want it on mobile, or maybe I don't want it on desktop, or I do want it on mobile. I can change the visibility, and then it's gone, right? Maybe I do want that section, maybe I don't. You can come right here, or you can just flat out delete it, and it's gone, right? So that was that section, but I just wanted to show you guys how this works. This is specific to the HighLevel software. If you found this useful and you're ready to go, maybe you're ready to dig into this and have that drag and drop object editing type, so where it adds objects. So if that is more your style when it comes to building funnels, building sites, if that is more your style, I will have links down below this for a free trial of this software that I'm using to build this. That is my digital tech magnet software. There will be a couple links down below, depending on if you're wanting to do everything yourself, or if you're a business owner that likes this and would like, my company to build this out for you. I will include a link right down below to where you could have maybe our DIY option, to where you don't have to worry about, setting up a full agency account and maybe it's just you, right? For example, we do have that because I do have some pre-built configurations already, but I can, build out a site for you like that. If that is, if you are the person that is watching this. Otherwise, I'll have links down below to where you can check this out. You can get a free trial. But anyway, that's really all for this trade. Oh, I better do one thing. Let me save this. And that's the thing. You want to save save your changes, save as you go, as I had before I continue. And that is a fun. Yep, you do have a funnel ready to go. So I am just going to refresh that, and of course it popped up my camera down there, perfect, and it'll give you a site. And then if I preview the page, see, there's my site. If you make sure you update your email and your logos and all that. Don't leave that as default. But I wanted to show you, how you can get a funnel up and running. Same thing if you were to build like a VSL. So let's say I wanted to do maybe I wanted to do a cool webinar. Maybe I want to do a webinar or a VSL or something like that, right? Create funnel stub. And so let's say, okay, I want to create from blank. All right. Let's see what we got here. Maybe I want to do another pre-built section, and I want to come down here and I want this. Maybe I want this page. Where's the dark? Okay, yeah, this one. Boom. All right, see, there you go. Now you have a full, you can literally send people from that first page, have them opt in to get to this page next, and you literally have a full-blown webinar page ready to go. And again, same thing. You can design this, update your email, change your logo. You can literally even change this background if you want. If you do not like the color of the background, maybe you want red. Maybe you want green. I don't know. Some of those are kind of bright. Some of those are kind of bright. Black. I mean, but you could literally have full say to change the color as you see fit, match your brand. You'll have to update your fonts and all that, but at least you can start like that. Or if you want black, that sort of thing. Or oh, that's kind of a bright blue. Let me see if I can find. And of course, if you don't find your color, you can add a custom color. So let me come down here, and maybe I want more. Maybe I want the more that blue. Okay, maybe I want to do that. I want to add that color. See, that's what I mean. You do have the ability to add your own colors. You can get your brand on point. You do not have to use the same colors. As I said, you can change the colors as you see fit. Maybe I want this button. Maybe I want the button to be a different color. Maybe I want it to be red, for example, right? Orange or that or that. Maybe these are my colors. Maybe blue and orange are my colors. I mean, it depends on what your brand colors are. You can add them to see fit, and you can still clone the funnel steps as you would normally. But yeah, that is the pre-built sections of the Go High Level software. I think this is very useful, especially if you're not a creative mind yet. I don't want to downplay if I'm not going to say, oh, you suck at creative. You have to use this. No, I'm giving you guys as an option to have you guys get sites up and running fairly quickly, and it's a way to kind of create your own templates. Maybe you have a way obviously you can still create your own elements, but at least this gives you a start, right? Because I believe that everybody should at least have a chance to start. I'm definitely not against templates. I'm not against having pre-built sections like this, because I think this adds more flexibility, right? Especially if you're not a web designer or you're not a funnel designer. This at least gives you a start in that direction. I do recommend customizing it as you go, so that way you're not creating like the same thing for every customer. That way if it's bland, you don't want the same like cookie cutter thing. But like I said, this is a start. If you do have any questions, let me know in the comments. You can drop those down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. And all the links will be in the description down below for you to get started. Whether it's using this software, or if you have questions for me, that'll be all down below. I do have some additional resources for you should you decide to come on board and use the software. I do some really cool additional bonuses that you can get, some free education, some free training, some communities, and things to give you that edge, right? I want to be able to give you guys an advantage. So thank you guys for tuning into this training. If you have any questions, I will see you in the next one. All right, have a good one.